Back to House on Meadows. Today we're making 2 different recipes for vegan butter, so stick around. This first recipe calls for half a cup of non-dairy milk. I'm using rice milk, but you could also use almond milk. You'll need a pinch of salt, 1 cup of coconut oil that's been melted and cooled. Be sure to use refined coconut oil for this recipe. The juice from half a lemon, a 1/4 cup of avocado oil, 2 tablespoons of coconut cream, and you can get it by just scraping the cream off the top of a full-fat can of coconut milk. Lastly, you'll need a pinch of turmeric. The first step is to add the lemon juice to the milk and allow it to sit at room temperature for about 5 minutes until thickened. In a separate bowl, start by adding your coconut oil, then your avocado oil, the 2 tablespoons of coconut cream, a pinch or 2 of turmeric. It helps with the color, and I think with the flavor too. A little bit of salt, and whisk until smooth. It's starting to come together pretty good, and now I have my milk and lemon juice mixture. I'm going to pour that in. I've been whisking for about 5 minutes. And you could see that it's all mixed up really good. It's emulsified just a little bit. I'm going to stop whisking and I'm going to allow this to sit at room temperature for 20 minutes. And then we'll come back and check on it. Well, I've let it sit at room temperature for another 20 minutes. And I started to give it a bit of a stir because I wanted to see how far along it had gotten. You can tell that it's getting creamier and getting thicker, just the way that I want it. Now, at this point, I'm going to transfer it to a container that I'll keep in the fridge. Put it into the refrigerator and store it in there for 5 to 7 days and use it the exact same way that you would ordinary butter. Let's get on to the second recipe. For this recipe, I have an 1/8 cup of avocado oil, a 1/4 cup of almond flour, 1/4 cup of dairy-free milk. I'm using 1/2 cup of refined coconut oil that I've allowed to melt and come back down to room temperature. I'm going to use a pinch of sea salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Place all of the ingredients into a blender and hit high. Mix it until it's smooth, and then scrape it out and put it into some kind of a container that you could keep in the refrigerator. This batch is my favorite. I really love it. The almond flour just works with this recipe. And keep it in the fridge and use it as you would regular butter. I just happened to have a loaf of freshly baked zucchini bread, and it is so spreadable. I love these recipes. They're really great to have on hand. Well, the second half of that video was not meant to go by as quickly as it did, but I live in the area of southernish California where the fires are occurring, and although we don't have a fire in our immediate area, we have been put on a warning just about 10 minutes ago. They're going to shut the power off, and that can go on for quite some time. Pray for us. We don't need any more damage in California. There's a lot of good people. Make fun of it all you want. Keep it to yourself, because there's a lot of good people here. There's a joke that the one good thing that comes out of California are the people. The people are great. So pray for us. But I had to finish mixing it up in the blender really quick because I didn't know when the power was going to go off. So forgive me, it went by pretty quickly, but you know what? It doesn't matter. That's the gist of the recipe. It's super easy. Both butter recipes rendered great results that you could use in a pinch. And that's the whole thing, is no matter what, you have backups for your backups. If you're out of butter, you can use a butter substitute. If you want to go a step further, have some vegan butter at the ready, or have a recipe written down that you could go to really quickly and replace the butter. And maybe you'll even like it more and you'll give up those high-priced butter items anyway. I don't know. It's up to you. I just want to be able to keep my kitchen running. That's my whole goal, is to constantly keep my kitchen going. I don't want to have something slow me down in the event of an emergency, a shortage, an outage, or low on funds. I want to just be able to keep going. And that's why I thought I would share this with all of you. So if you like the video, hit the like button. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. Help me grow this channel. And if you have any suggestions or recipes that you like or anything like that, just drop it in the comment box. We'll see you guys again soon.